Baseball would kick things off here in this week's episode, facing a tough Norwood squad. To say Monday's game conditions at Sprague was windy would be the understatement of the year, as the question was not so much which Hurricane Division team would win today, but instead would I be blown away by 30-mile-per-hour winds while trying to film this game. So in this Dust Bowl of 2016, we have a pitcher's duel between Jack Tishman and southpaw Sean Mellon for the first 3 innings before the Raiders strike for a run in this bottom 4. Brad Marchetti leads it off here with a single, and then with runners on first and second, Isaac Weicker is safe as first baseman Cam Ryan can't hold on to the high throw from third. So the bases are loaded with all Raiders and 1 out. Jack Tishman then goes down swinging, but the pitch gets away from catcher Mike Flynn, and in a race to the plate, Brad Marchetti slides in safe. It's 1-0 Wellesley. It's safe to say the Raiders are pumped. Bases still juiced and now 2 outs. Sean Mellon walks in Colin Blasco from third on this pitch that Norwood thinks should be strike 3 and inning over. Honestly, I don't blame them as that pitch is definitely close, but the ump says ball 4, so Wellesley walks in their second run of the 4th. So with a Raiders 2-0 lead, the Mustangs then look to rally here in the top of the 5th, the bases loaded and 2 gone. But Jack Tishman gets out of the jam unscathed with a clutch strikeout, getting Connor Flynn to go down swinging, and Norwood comes away with nothing. Bottom 5th, Wellesley looking to add to that 2-0 advantage, gets some help with that as Colin Blasco keeps his 5th inning alive, roping it to center. The ball gets past Michael James just enough for Blasco to try for second base. The throw is there, and Blasco is just safe ahead of the tag. And Blasco's single gets him to second on that error, and that would not be the only bad mistake by the Mustangs in this inning, as Jack Wellsell's grounder here should go for another out, but another Mustangs error proves costly yet again. Colin Blasco comes all the way around from second base to score. Wellesley's lead just got bigger, 3-0. So we head to the 7th. The Raiders now are up 5-0. Brad Marchetti now on the mound in relief, gets 2 quick strikeouts. And then Paul Glavin grounds out to end the game, and the Raiders come away with a statement win over Norwood, the team who stands atop this Hurricane Division. As timely hitting, taking advantage of Norwood's mistakes, and solid pitching by Jack Tishman and Brad Marchetti helps the Raiders shut out the Mustangs here by the final score, 5-0. Well, boys lacrosse would have a huge challenge here on Tuesday, not only facing the undefeated 16-0 Beverly Panthers in a non-league matchup, but also fighting for an upset without one of their top offensive scorers in Grant Casikis. No pressure or anything, as Casikis also dominates on the faceoffs. It will be a challenge, no doubt. It's going to take a ton of hustle and heart, but this team has no problem giving that effort, especially on the turf for this game. Michael Bones, midway through this first quarter, ropes it past goalie Kevin Morency for the first score of the game. And then Billy Garante follows that up with a great score of his own, and these Raiders are bringing a ton of energy to the field. And that shows in their effort as they already hold a 2-0 lead after 1. After Beverly strikes back with a goal, Griffin Morgan shows that hustle, spins in around a defender, sees daylight, and buries it into the net. And it's a 3-1 Wellesley lead. Some great passing here by the Raiders in this second, then helped Scott Westerman dish it out to a wide-open TJ Maley. Maley nets the point-blank shot easily, 4-1 Raiders. And heading into halftime, Wellesley with a great statement first half, leading the Panthers 4-2. But after Michael Bones' score ties it up here at 5-5, the third would be a defining one for Beverly, as they find their offense, helped in a big way by their junior standout Sam Abate, whose goal here lights a spark to what would be a 6-1 Panthers run in this momentum-changing quarter. And as Sam Abate nets the hat trick right here, we head into the 4th. Beverly now has the lead 8-5. So as we fast forward through this 4th with just under 6 minutes to go, Scott Westerman answers with this key goal that Raiders desperately needed, as they saw their offense go cold in that 3rd. Now find themselves down 9-6. Wellesley needs another score, and they need it now, but time is not on their side. A great pass here by Michael Bones finds Scott Westerman, though, who smokes it into the back of the net. The deficit is now 9-7, but with 1:19 to go in regulation, unfortunately, it's too little too late, as Beverly holds on to win this one to stay unbeaten. Yes, it's a 9-7 loss here for Wellesley, but in the Panthers' 17 victories this season, they've blown out the majority of their opponents. Wellesley made Beverly have to fight for this win every minute of this game, and the Raiders, as the underdog, came so close to an upset, but in the end, fall short to the Panthers. Now at 8-7, the Raiders will fight for that playoff berth as they finish out this season on the road for their last 3 games. Looking for that 14th year in a row of making the tourney, there's no question they will find a way. So with their postseason hopes still within reach, girls softball would face some tough competition here in a divisional matchup with the Milton Wildcats here at Lee Field on Wednesday. It's a scoreless tie until the top of the third when the Wildcats had the bases loaded with only 1 out. Julia Pearl's pitch gets past Linny Young, and Milton's first run hurts Amy Toyas the most as the throw hits her point blank in the helmet. Runners then move up and Lindsey Jensen grounds out, but it still brings another run across. So Milton comes out of this fourth with a 2-0 lead. Though down by 2 runs, Julia Pearl has definitely pitched solid, but the Raiders have not been able to help out her cause yet through these first 4 innings. But in the 5th, runner on second base, with 2 gone, Julia Pearl's at the plate and pops it up sky high. Third baseman Jenna Conroy cannot make the catch, but speedy Julia Chafers with 2 outs was off on contact at second, and it's now a 2-1 deficit for the Raiders. Julia Pearl would then make it all the way to second base as well on that error, and looking to extend this rally, Elizabeth Dew smokes the first pitch she sees at the plate. But it's right to Jenna Conroy, and this time Conroy makes the 3rd out of the inning. So we come out of this 5th, it's 2-1 Wildcats. On top of the 6th, though, the Raiders get 2 quick outs, but then Jenna Conroy just crushes it to center field for a 2-out triple. Emma Brown then connects on the first pitch she sees, driving in Conroy for an RBI single. It's now 3-1 Milton. And Caroline Johnson then grounds it down the third base line. The ball bounces high off Jessica Haar's glove. The runner from third scores, but Haar catches Shannon Fitzgerald in a rundown between second and third, and Wellesley gets that 3rd out and out of the jam. But not before 2 more runs here have come across for Milton, so now it's a 4-1 Wildcats lead. Bottom of that 6th, the Raiders look to answer back and have a runner on first with 2 out. Pinch hitter Olivia Hunter then grounds it to Jenna Conroy. Conroy throws it to second on her knees. Jessica Haar is ridiculously safe, but is called out anyways. And that puts a frustrating end to any hopes of a rally. That 4-1 Milton advantage would end up being the final here as well, as the Raiders strand 2 more in this bottom 7. The Raiders got solid pitching from their starter, but Milton's Shannon Fitzgerald contained the Raiders' offense pretty much the whole game, and that would be the difference maker here as the Wildcats hold on to win by the final 4-1. Well, that does it for this episode as we're in the last 2 weeks of this exciting regular season of Wellesley Sports. So stay with Wellesley Media as we keep you covered with all Raiders sports. Check us out on demand at wellesleymedia.org, our YouTube and Facebook pages at Wellesley Public Media, right here on Comcast 9 and Verizon 39.